So welcome classmates. Today I am demonstrating our network and cloud management project, Amazon Web Services and CloudWatch by Rita Alexander de la Cruz Soto and Jeffrey Marshall. I am Jeffrey and I will be presenting the video and demonstration of our Amazon CloudWatch. Today let me kind of go over some of the plan of action that we had. But what we did was both of us would research and report on the network and cloud management. And then I would set up an AWS account, and Rita would also then help set up the environment. And then we would both set up and work on CloudWatch, and then work on a video and completion of the project. So what we have is our proposed task is to set up multiple servers, additional storage, and add a database. With the CloudWatch, we were going to set up real-time monitoring, monitor CPU usage and memory, troubleshoot operational problems, and set alarms and dashboards for us to monitor with inside the resources. So with that being said, let me move over and go forward and demonstrate some of the processes and servers and information that we have. So first thing I'll do is go over into the services and look at the servers that we set up. So with that being said, as you can see here, we have set up multiple servers. We've set up a Windows server here, which you can see is running Windows, and other information that is specific to it with IP addresses, the DNS, that type of stuff. Then let's look at the Linux server that we also set up. It is based on Windows Red Hat. This is based on Red Hat Linux that we set up for our Linux server. And then we also set up a storage server, which is based on the Windows platform for additional storage and use as we move forward. Then let me also show you some of the other stuff that we have set up, or information that we've set up in our AWS. So with that, we've also, if you go into the S3, we have went in there and set up a bucket of storage here that is, we just basically put a test folder in for the time being just to hold this stuff in place, and it kind of gives you an overview that we have set up some additional storage. Now I'd like to show you the database. The database that we set up is through the RDS. We've created a free database. Here's the database that we've set up. It is running MySQL. The CPU usage is real low because we really don't have anything running on it. But as you can see, we have additionally set up a database. Now let's shift over to some of the dashboards through the CloudWatch that we've set up. And with that, we can look at some of the dashboards that I've set up. The first one that we set up was alarms, which gives you some alarms for CPU utilization usage. And you can even dive into these, and it kind of gives you a broad spectrum of what is really happening with these alarms. We've also set up a billing alarm, which is set for the standard that Dr. Wong set, which was less than $10. We also set that dashboard up. Now let's look at the main dashboard, which kind of gives us CPU usage. It gives you basic statistics for credit balance, credit usage, utilization, disk read operations, disk write, and operations, network in, network out, and network packets out. Then we also set up a second CPU utilization dashboard, which also shows us some of the other stuff based on a different type of chart, which is utilization, disk reads and writes, network in and out. And so with that, we have set up, all the required products for our project and for our CloudWatch. With the alarms, if you'll look at the alarms, you can see that we have set up the one alarm which also shows billing here, which would show it for everything that is less than, if anything goes over $10, it will send an alert to our email address, which will alert us that we need to go check it and find out what's going on, why we're being charged this amount. And in the dashboards, as you can see, we've went in there and set up the dashboard, which reads the CPU utilization, the disk reads and writes, and the network in and out, which also gives you kind of a statistics of, what's going on, kind of gives you a brief overview. And if you have huge spikes, I guess that's when you would want to go out there and look and see what's going on. Why are all these hits happening on my servers? So with that being said, as you can see, we have, if you look at the CloudWatch, you can look at and see all the services where we set up the servers, the alarms, the RDS, the S3, which the RDS is and as you can see inside this dashboard, you can see all the services and stuff that we've set up. You can look at each individual item. You can look at the services where we set up the servers, the storage, the alarms, the EC2, which is the servers, the RDS, which is the database, the storage, and S3 is the database. And as you can see, it kind of gives you an overview, a little bit of everything, and kind of helps you get an understanding of what has been set up and where we're at. This is kind of just a basic install, so it kind of gives you an idea of what's going on. So this kind of gives you an overview of everything that's set up. And with that being said, I'd like to thank you for this project, and I hope you enjoy the little project that we've done and what we've accomplished. And thank you for your time. Have a good day. Basic